He starts on pole position, and we'll have a little moment there on the grid with a busy starting grid, I think it's fair to say. As he mentioned there in the qualifying review, he's had a busy couple of weeks. Looking at on the grid, we have Jesus Rios.
It's a long run and
can get underway, of course.
At the moment, we'll hope to make it 4, starting from the front row, continuing that run.
Yeah, he's got a great chance, and he's looked strong. We can start looking towards the warm-up lap. Now, sitting on the grid as well, the number 9, Veda Pratama. He's looked good this year.
When you obviously get back of the
grid, we are ready and raring to go. It is going to be Brian Uriarte, your championship leader. Zani, Nicholas Farkas, joining him for Evan Belford, Singapore. Now, of course, just one warm-up lap here today, and that's thanks to the glistening sunshine that we treated to Thursday when we arrived. There was some private testing that took place, and of course, there was some mixed. Again, this Barcelona circuit, it's known for being a low-grip track.
You have any racing series here, 2 will likely come to the fore at the crucial time.
Especially in November, no matter what championship it is, as you have to look now at championship standards, 6 are the top 4, but no matter what championship.
5, yeah, it's one of the, well, after
tools into his slot, and well, he's looking calm, he's looking confident, his attention already building on the grid. Waves at the back, the red light rise, and the lights go off, and we are racing. Juniorgp race wants a great start from Marco Morelli. No, Jesus Rios looking up the inside. Casey O'Gorman also alongside Brian Uriarte, who's going to go and drop a bit to 4th position, maybe even he has a look, thinks better of it. Esteban White, that's going to fix his line through the long turn 3. It's 4. Now Morelli looking for another attack down the inside at turn 4, and well, he's not able.
It was a great start from Morelli and Esteban. We see O'Gorman on the inside of turn 5 on Esteban, looking to get into an early P2, perhaps go really fast at the start and perhaps have to manage at the end, or you can manage throughout the race and be quick at the end.
The riders behind just to follow him through. That looked to be Jesus Rios he was telling him to follow, but nonetheless, Brian Uriarte is a 62 silly incident on this opening laps, perhaps taking things a little bit easier than what we would normally see. He's got Rico Salmela just ahead of him, 2nd position, 14-lap dash, and well, Casey O'Gorman slots into 2nd, Joel Esteban in 3rd.
It's about 4 attempts, 3.5 attempts at the moment. That could very compact group at the moment, although on that shot already very clear.
The run to turn 1 is Marco Morelli. Meanwhile, the group behind is 3 or 4 wide as Jesus Rios looks up the inside now. And now it's Brian in possession for the number 51. A nice position. Now we can begin to chip away at Marco Morelli. The day is every single rider's key rivals are not going to be afraid.
Small chance of beating Uriarte's. Rios on the inside again, turn 5. It's side
skills, not afraid to lean it on the top, the number 50. Going to work his way through the order, so don't be unexpected to see him up the order. Evan Belford as well, further back in the shot. Rico Salmela launching the move down the inside of Joel Estar, but you have to say everyone just trying to get themselves.
Don't necessarily want to be in front unless you have a big gap. Morelli, 4.5 attempts, 5 attempts clear, so he'll be okay. Turn 1, we just see a yellow flag out at turn, run into turn 1. That's number
of Joel Esteban, so don't count Esteban out just yet. Of course, a super experienced rider, previously racing in the World Championship, was teammates with David Alonso at one point as well, so next lap. Well, it's now going to be
between Morelli and Rios. Morelli will be swallowed up by the number 50th lap of the race. He is going to, well, he's defending from O'Gorman at the same time, but he's looking to get past Rios on the braking at turn 1.
Brian Uriarte was going to have a go at the lead there with Casey O'Gorman behind, so that's going to be the move this. They'll have their tyres up to temperature now. They'll know what track conditions are like as well. As Casey O'Gorman over at Mazzano. No points scored there. Of course, one of them due to disqualification, but then hopes going to Valencia.
He really does, and he's in a good position right now. Obviously in the top 6, although this group is changing all the time in the heavy braking.
He's got company in the form of Joel Esteban. Joel Esteban up the inside of the 51, so
all the time, perhaps out of position compared to race pace after qualifying, but when it comes to racing on, O'Gorman heading into turn 8 or 7 and 8 with
this many riders ahead of you, but you can just see the group behind with the likes of Evan Belford just at the back of that. There's a few more moves. 10. And well, Marco Morelli lost quite a few positions on the run to turn 1, but since then,
taking the conventional racing line, looks like he will move into P1.
4 or 5 wide on the run to turn 1. They're into the braking zone, but what a great move that was from Brian Uriarte. You can see those, some of the battles behind Dodo Boccio, and laps to go. Still a massive group form in here. Jesus Rios down the inside somehow, and now setting sights on Brian Uriarte. No one's really got in front of him in the past couple of laps.
Completely.
And you can just see the group behind with like Evan Belfort is closing in. There's been some contact with Pratama and Jesus Rios.
He has to move ahead of the number 13. Is he close enough? We look under braking as Esteban defends P1.
From Rios this time around. I'm sure this is something the rest of the group are going to be keeping an eye on to see if it's soon to be just two. So heading on to the penultimate lap in a few moments. 86 thousandths of a second separated them, but will there be a move into turn one? Jesus Rios looks up the inside very, very briefly.
Out this race, Morelli taking the normal racing lines, not feeling any pressure from Rios behind him at the moment.
Towards turn 10, and you can see the front five have definitely got a little bit of a gap to the likes of Pratama and Joel Esteban. So Joel Esteban, the last
in front as they head down through the final couple of corners. We'll keep an eye on the gaps, but it is Morelli leading ahead of Rios. Still a big gap.
The penalties, but nonetheless, it's time for the final lap, the last handful of laps, and he continues to lead the way on the run to turn one. Brian Uriarte looks up, he's pushed off the circuit there, and Brian Uriarte holding firm, slots back into P5, and we'll show it.
The championship leader at all. Is Uriarte going to respond at turn 5 on the inside on Rico Salmela? It looks 3.
Yeah, up into P4 for Rico Salmela. Goes out on this final lap. We enter the final half of the M-Lab Racing squad. They're watching on anxiously.
It's just under 2 tenths clear at the end of the previous sector. That gap has come down now.
Move here, Barcelona. He looks up the inside at the final corner, and he's made it work. Jesus Rios up the inside. Can he hold it all the way to the line? The number 54 does do it. We've seen it in the past. We've seen Raz Katioglu. He crosses the line to take victory as well. He was leading the way into the final sector, dropping back down to P4. Jesus Rios, we spoke about a drama. Jesus Rios, he's pulled off what many called the impossible a few years. What an overtake and what a result as well for Brian Uriarte here in prime position, you would say, for